Good morning children and Sairam. Welcome back once again. So children, in last video we have completed social and political life chapter number 6, that is understanding media. Now in this class we are going to discuss new chapter. In this video we are going to start class 7th geography chapter number 6, that is natural vegetation and wildlife. Okay, now here are the topics which we will discuss in this video. So first we will discuss what is natural vegetation. Then we will understand the classification of natural vegetation, forest, grasslands and desert. Then after that we will discuss types of forest or natural vegetation. So first we will discuss tropical evergreen forest. The next we will discuss tropical deciduous forest. The third, Mediterranean vegetation. The next we have temperate evergreen forest. The next, temperate deciduous forest, and the last one is the coniferous forest. Okay, so let's start natural vegetation. When we talk about the beauty of our country, it includes the description of the natural vegetation, landscape, weather conditions, flora and fauna, etc. and etc. So a wide variety of vegetation and wildlife is found in different parts of our country. So let us learn more about the vegetation as well as wildlife of different areas of India. So let's first understand what is natural vegetation. So what is natural vegetation? Plants that grow naturally without any human interference, right? What is natural vegetation? Plants that grow naturally without any human interference are called natural vegetation. Now the second thing is the growth of natural vegetation, right? So the growth of natural vegetation depends upon several factors. For example, like temperature, rainfall, sunlight, soil, height above sea level, etc. and etc. Right? So basically the growth of natural vegetation depends on these factors like temperature, rainfall, sunlight, soil, height above sea level. Okay. Second thing is the growth of vegetation is also depend on moisture. It also depends on factor like slope and thickness of soil. So the type and thickness of natural vegetation vary from place to place because of the variation in these factors. So here natural vegetation is generally classified into three broad categories. First we have grasslands. Second we have forest, and the next is shrubs. Clear? Natural vegetation classified into three broad categories. So first category is the grassland, second forest, and next we have shrubs. So let's first understand what is grassland. So grassland which grow in the region of moderate rain. Moderate rain, that means if you get moderate rainfall, so it's not too much and not too little. Clear? Basically the region where amount of rainfall is low. So the vegetation cover will be grasses, that means grasslands. Now next, forest, which grow where temperature and rainfall are plentiful, right? Forest, that means which grow where temperature and rainfall are plentiful to support a tree cover, and it's depending upon these factors. These factors, that means dense and open forest are grown. So basically areas where temperature and rainfall conditions promote growth of trees will have forest cover. Next, shrubs. So basically regions of extreme dryness. Thorny shrubs and scrubs grown in dry region. Clear? So regions of extreme dryness are called deserts, and vegetation cover will consist of thorny shrubs or mosses. Clear? Then next, if we talk about the wildlife, so the wildlife of any region is mainly depend on the plant of life of the region. Clear? The wildlife of any region is mainly depend on the plant life of the region. Now, next, forest and wildlife. So as I said, growth of forest mainly depends on the prevailing climate conditions and the relief feature of any region. Wildlife and its variety is also determined by the natural forest cover. So, the wildlife varies from types of forest or vegetation cover. So, here are the forest can be divided into the following types. First, tropical evergreen forest. Second, tropical deciduous forest. Third, temperate evergreen forest. The next we have temperate deciduous forest. The next we have Mediterranean vegetation, and the last coniferous forest. So clear, the forest can be divided into 6 types, right? Tropical evergreen forest, tropical deciduous forest, tropical temperate evergreen forest, temperate deciduous forest, Mediterranean vegetation, and next coniferous forest. So let's understand first tropical evergreen forest. So let's first understand where these forests located in the world map. So tropical evergreen forests are found in the region between the tropics, right? Tropics, that means Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, right? Where the climate is hot and humid. Clear? So tropical evergreen forests are found in the region between the tropics. Tropics, that means here is the Tropic of Cancer and this one is the Tropic of Capricorn. So here tropical evergreen forests are found. Clear? So these forests found near the equator and close to the tropics. Is it clear? Okay. So tropical evergreen forests are found in the regions between the tropics or near the equator. Second thing is, rainfall is heavy, which promotes thick growth of foliage. Now foliage means leaves of trees, right? Foliage means leaves of trees. So in this forest, rainfall is heavy. So as I said, basically these forests located near the equator. And we know that equator receive direct sun rays. So the climate here is hot and humid. That's why rainfall is very heavy in this region, which promotes thick growth of foliage. Now the trees grow very tall and have broad leaves, right? That's why the tree grow here very tall and have broad leaves. Now these regions are hot and receive heavy rainfall, right? As I said, these regions are located near the equator. So the climate here is very hot. So that's why they receive heavy rainfall throughout the year. As there is no particular dry season, the trees do not shed their leaves altogether. That's why these forests are called evergreen forest, right? That's why basically this region are very hot and receive heavy rainfall throughout the year. So basically there is no particular dry season, so tree do not shed their leaves altogether. That's why these forests are evergreen forests throughout the year, and these forests are also called tropical rainforest because They receive heavy rainfall. Next, the thick canopies. Canopies means the uppermost branch of trees in the forest. So the thick canopies of tree do not allow sunlight to reach the ground. Basically, the evergreen forest, these forests are very dense. These forests are very thick. That's why, so the canopies, the uppermost branch of trees, do not allow sunlight to reach the ground. So, the forests are dark even during the daytime. Now, if we talk about the flora and fauna in these forests, so flora, first of all, flora means it refers to the plants of a particular region. That means natural vegetation. And fauna, basically it refers to the animal species or wildlife. So in this forest, hardwood trees, especially hardwood trees like mahogany, rosewood, ebony are common here. And fauna, so these forests, the wildlife here is also rich. Several types of animals, birds, insects and reptiles, right? So elephant, hippopotamus, jaguar, chimpanzee, monkey, crocodile, etc. are found in this region. Now, note. So basically in these forests, commercial utilization is very difficult. In these forests, commercial utilization is very difficult. Why? Because several species are found in a small area. That's why, right? In this forest, commercial utilization is not possible, or it is very difficult actually, because several species are found in a small area. So is it clear about the tropical evergreen forest? So just tell me, the another name of tropical evergreen forest is? Tropical evergreen forest is also called tropical rain forest. Clear? Now, do you know, basically the tropical evergreen forest in Brazil is so enormous that it is like the lungs of the earth, right? Lungs of the earth. Why it is called the lungs of the earth? Basically, as we know that billions of trees are found in this forest. So billions of trees absorb tons of carbon dioxide. Billions of trees absorb tons of carbon dioxide every year and slow down the climate change, along with producing 20% of Earth's oxygen. Hence named lungs of the earth. That's why it's called the lungs of the earth. Clear? Okay. Next we have tropical deciduous forest. So first of all, these forests are found mainly in areas which experience a monsoon type of climate. And children, do you know India has a monsoon type of climate. So basically these forests mainly found in Indian subcontinent, right? These forests are found in Indian subcontinent, and it is also found in northern Australia, right? And in Central America. Clear? So first of all, these forests are mainly found in areas which experience monsoon type of climate. These forests, that means tropical deciduous forests, are also called monsoon forest. Clear? Deciduous forests are also called the monsoon forest. Now these regions experience seasonal changes, right? First of all, tropical deciduous forest, these forests are comparatively less dense than the evergreen forest, and these forests experience seasonal changes. In these forests, trees are of medium height, not very tall actually. Trees are of medium height and shade their leaves in the dry season to conserve water, right? So basically these forests experience seasonal changes. So in this forest, trees shed their leaves in the dry season in order to conserve water, right? Now there is a thick undergrowth of bushes, shrubs are here, and dense uh, thickets of the bamboos. Now next, if we talk about the flora, so in these forests, hardwood trees. So hardwood trees like the sal, teak, neem, shisham are found in this forest, and these trees have great commercial value. These trees, sal, teak, neem, shisham, basically they have a great commercial value, and these trees are used for making furniture as well as for transport and construction material, right? Now next thing is, if we talk about the fauna, that means wildlife. So the wildlife found here include tiger, elephant, monkeys, right? So these are commonly found in this forest. So is it clear about the tropical evergreen forest? And second, we have tropical deciduous forest. So tropical deciduous forest, first of all, these forests mainly found in the areas which experience monsoon type of climate. So these forests are also called monsoon forest, right? These forests are less dense as compared to the evergreen forest, right, and experience seasonal changes. Trees are of medium height and shed leaves in the dry season in order to conserve water. Now, especially hardwood trees like the sal, teak, neem, shisham are found in this forest, and they have a great commercial value, right? And the wildlife found here includes tiger, elephant, monkey, etc. and etc. Okay, so that's it for today. Rest of the we will discuss in the next video. Now it's quiz time. So the first question is, the thick canopies of the closely spaced trees are the characteristics feature of dash. Now the options are option A, tropical deciduous forest. Option B, tropical grasslands. And option C, tropical evergreen forest. So now just tell me, the thick canopies of the closely spaced trees are characteristic feature of which forest? Yes, option C is tropical evergreen forest. So basically in this forest, the thick canopies, right, of the trees do not allow sunlight to reach the ground. So the forests are dark even during the daytime. So correct answer is C, tropical evergreen forest. Now the question number 2, where are shrubs found? Option A, dry region. Option B, wet region. And option C, rainy region, right? So now just tell me, where are shrubs found? So shrubs are found in dry region. So answer is A. Now move on to the third. The growth of vegetation depends on moisture and dash. Now options are, first is rainfall, second option is height, and the third option is density, right? So the growth of vegetation depends on moisture and, yes, option A is rainfall. Now question number 4, forest in which trees shed their leaves during a fixed period are called. Now options are, first evergreen, option B deciduous forest, and option C temperate. So in which forest trees shed their leaves during a fixed period? Yes, option B is the deciduous forest, right? Now the next question is question number 5. Natural vegetation can be classified as forest, shrubs and dash. So basically natural vegetations can be classified into 3 broad categories, right? First one is forest, second one is shrub, and the third one is, options are, first canopies, option B grasslands, and option C parks. So yes, option B is the grassland. So natural vegetation can be classified as forest, shrubs and grasslands. Now next we have question number 6. What is the another name for the tropical deciduous forest? Right? So options are first rainforest, option B monsoon forest, and option C dry forest. So what is the another name for the tropical deciduous forest? Yes, option B is the correct answer, monsoon forest. So monsoon forest is the another name for the tropical deciduous forest. So that's it for today. We will meet again in next video. Till then, bye. Have a great day.